Good morning, 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 good morning. Oh, what do the grandkids got on my tablet here? Hang on. Preston. My. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think this is the ones that are colored. Yep. I feel like coloring today. So, pick up my coloring sheets. Ow, ow, ow. Where is this in? Oh. Morning, Clint. I am determining what I want to color. Good morning, KK. Hello, how are you? So, I bought these images. They are an artist. Hang on. I got one of her coloring books today. But I thought that I can get them at Etsy and print them myself. So I went with that for the second round. But they are Fairyland steampunk artist Deborah Mueller. She's got a lot of different ones. Right now, this is called Dragon Life. And I haven't decided if I'm doing a dragon or what yet. So I'm kind of just going through. That's good. My toe is sore. I think I broke my pinky toe last night. Felt black and blue today, and God, you can't even touch it. I just want to scream if you touch it. I hit a chair going down the hallway that the grandchildren didn't put back right. Slammed in it with my foot. Man, that hurt. So that's a dragon. Yeah, they are cool images. That's the dragon. Like I said, this one's called Dragon Life. And then I have a Mad Tea Party, which I think is so cool. I'm going to think I'm up on her side. She's speaking to me today. That's a possibility. And I printed these on 110-pound cardstock. steampunk. This is the one, I believe that's the same images from the book I bought, but I think I got a few more. I think it's like a blondish brown. I always do it that way. Morning, baby. I'll have these up. Yeah. So this images here are the same in the book. Yeah. I didn't realize that. But you know what? It's probably, I only paid a little. They aren't that expensive for her coloring images. So. Hi, Steph. Good morning to you. Yeah, probably, if you go back to his original story, probably she was a little dark-haired girl he wrote about. The inspiration for that story, so I imagine she probably is dark-haired. So this one's called Steampunk, and this one is Fairies and Dragons. I bought mainly the dragon ones for Allie, but I've come to realize Allie likes drawing them her own. So she has colored a few, but she told me, Nana, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm like, you never hurt my feelings. It might make you sad, but I said, but I'm a big girl. I said, what? I really like drawing my dragons and coloring them and drawing other people, they're coloring other people's. And I'm like, that's fine. Nana just thought they were cool. Okay, you're not hurt? I'm like, no, because I'll call them. But I told her, I said, you could also use the images of the dragons this lady drew as inspiration to draw your own. She goes, oh, I never thought of that. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I started her, I didn't finish her. All right, that's Fairies and Dragons. I pulled 3. I pulled this one from the Steampunk and these from Alice in Wonderland. Which ones do I want to do first? I'm going to do her first. That's what I'm going to do. I gotta watch that. I don't want to hit that toe. I already almost hit it twice this morning. Man, my toe is sore. Uh-oh. Markers. They take one out, they all fall out. That's what I don't like about this case. For love. Stop. Did you hear, Mom? Oh. Oh, Jesus. I word that wrong. A little more than I planned on, but I didn't. Okay. All right. So I got my little piece of paper off to the side. I'll find the right combo I want for her flesh. I always do her hair and her skin tone first. I know it's probably some people think it's weird, but that's how I do it. Okay, that's real light, so that's a base. That's way dark. There we go. So that make a good hair tone right there. There. Right. Cheeks. Yep. To the back, they all fell out on me. I'm gonna go through them real quick off to the side. That's that. Oh. It's orange. All right. Wow, I think this one's drying out. Yeah. Let's see. I like that. So what's everybody doing today? I have a family dinner tonight. Broke my toe. Morning, babe. I'm live, so you know. I let him know so he doesn't come in and like rah, 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 rah. Excuse me. Excuse me. I knew it. Man. Here, I thought I did them all this morning. Thank you, Kilburn. Good morning, Angie. Okay, I'm going to mute a second real quick, guys. Sorry about that. I was sneezing. You guys don't need to hear all me sneezing and blowing my nose. Oh. How's everybody this morning? Anybody come in while I was sneezing? And you're so tired you don't want to get up, but you have to. I slept really good last few nights, so that was cool. I'd be like, get your little butt in bed now. You're not sleeping all day. You're going to bed. My house, my rules. I think I just screwed her up because I grabbed the wrong color. I will make it work. I have grandchildren that do that to me. Oh, where's his parents? You know what? What's he do till that time? Is he playing Xbox, PlayStation till that time? I'd take all his plugins to his Xbox and PlayStation and gadgets. And if he says anything, tell him, well, I may not be your boss, but it's my electricity. I pay for that. Good luck. I've done that to my kids. I turned the power off to their bedrooms. I was that type of parent. That's the problem. Kids I think I don't know. Is he there for vacation, Angie, or something? His dad lives here with us. Their mother walked off 5 years ago. He is on his phone. And his dad needs to step up. He shouldn't be talking that way to you. Parents got to be parents, not friends. I was never my kids' friends until they were adults. Now I'm more of a friend than a parent. I mean, I'm both. But when I was raising my kids, I wasn't my kids' friend. I was their parent. Be a cold day in hell that a 12-year-old tells me. I don't care whose kid it is. I don't put up with that. That's a big hell to no. I feel bad that his mother walked out on him, but that doesn't give the excuse of his behavior. And that's what's wrong. Kids' behavior these days. They think they're entitled. I hate telling other how to parent, but kids feel these days. I notice it even once in a while with my grandchildren. I just kind of look at my grandson. Told my daughter, you can't always be that cool parent. Whose house is it? And if he's living there because you're being generous, no, they live with us. His dad doesn't care. Their mom died. Their mother and dad are still there. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, this is how it's gonna work. If you can't do something, then you and your child. I mean, I know you're a Christian. You want to help, but there's only so much a person can take. I'd be like, this is how it's work. He's in bed by 9 o'clock. No exception, no rule. Enough is enough. If not, you need to go somewhere else. I had to do that with my foster son, Tim. He came in our lives. He's been in our lives since he was 15 years old. He's 31 years old now. In and out of rehab, gets help, gets home, good for a while, goes down the same path. This time he's out in Boston, calls me. He wasn't impressed with what I had to say because I decided after he got his last DWI that I was done. Because I always say to him, Tim, same shit, different day. This time it's gonna work. I'm like, you have said that to me. Hi, Vanessa. I said I have had this conversation with you now. Let's see. I said I can't count on two hands. And he wasn't pleased with me. His counselor called me and I told his counselor I'm done. She tries. Well, he respects you so much. I said, respects me? How do you figure? I said to this counselor, how do you figure this? He respects me. Let me hear this logic. I said, you've only heard what he's told you. I said, you're going by what he's told you. She didn't know how to take me, I could tell. I said, I am not his biological mother, for one. I said, felt sorry for this kid. He's a grown-ass man now. He's not a kid anymore. I said, the kid gloves are off. I said, he's treated his family, his girlfriend, his children like crap whenever Tim is a selfish person. I said, what is he in there for? And she couldn't tell me. I said, then I don't need to talk to you. Well, then Tim gave her permission. He already lied to me when he first called me. Said he was doing cocaine. He wasn't. His drug test came clean. He's pure alcoholic. Bullshitter. So right off the bat in rehab, he already lied to me. And I'm like, Tim, you told me yesterday you were doing coke because we were on three-way, and he admitted it. And I'm like, why? Explain that to me. Why? And I told the counselor, this is why I'm done. I said, he's in a rehab center trying to get help for whatever he's in there for. And he's outright lying to me already on the telephone when we're sitting in a rehab center trying to get more sympathy out of me or whatever he wants out of me. I don't know what he wants out of me. I guess her flesh didn't turn out that bad after I screwed up. I said, so I'm done. Tell him to call his real mom. I never officially adopted him. I never officially did anything. It was just, he was my daughter's friend who got, for some reason, the parents left him and he was homeless. So I felt bad for him. I wanted him to finish high school. So I did the Christian thing, I guess. Gave him a home. But here he is down the same path he's been down. I can't tell you how many times. And I just can't deal with it anymore. I'm 49 years old. I want to enjoy my life. And like I told the counselor, he's already lied to me. He's supposed to be there getting help, and he's already lying. And we as people, the so-called family he calls us, are supposed to sit back and allow this? My great-nephew is 33. He doesn't care about nothing, but his car is going to bed with someone. He tells me that he is an adult. I am a child that needs to grow up. I'm 55. Oh my God, I think I'd be like, there's the door. Where's his parents? Tell him to go live with his parents, not his aunt. I'm sorry. You're 55 years old. You should be enjoying it. You've earned that right. Let them earn theirs. Yeah, the counselor, I could tell she wasn't pleased with the conversation she had with me. Because she's like explaining addicts and da-da-da. She's going on and on and on. And I'm like, yeah, it's easy for you to be at the end of the phone and tell me how it is to be an addict. I get that. But you don't know how it is to live with a kid or a man, he's 31 years old, I said, who's done this before, who gets his ass caught in a cookie jar, goes to rehab centers, does this trip there, comes out, be's goods for 3 months, and we're down the road again. He doesn't do it for himself. He does it to please his girlfriend. Until he does it for himself, it is not going to work. This is a plan for Tim to come out of here, make sweet kisses and hugs and loving with his baby mama, and get back in her good graces. So Diamond's like, my daughter Diamond's like, Mom, you should, and Diamond's been going to school for silent. She goes, we need to support Tim. I'm like, I am not supporting Tim anymore. I'm sorry. And I said, he already lied to me. She goes, what do you mean? What did he lie about? I said, what did he tell you? That he was drinking and doing coke? I said, oh, yeah, right? I said, well, I talked to his counselor. And she goes, what a counselor said. I said, he tested negative for all drug use, Diamond. He already lied to me on the telephone. Well, 5 years ago. Okay. Oh, you might have to do the same. Tough love. Diamond's like, what? I'm like, yeah. His drug test came out. All Tim did is, I told Diamond my theory. This is to please Leah. And then, hi, Joe, by the way. Just to please Leah. This isn't about actually taking this serious. She was mad. She called him. You lied. Because what gets me is who has access in a rehab center? Don't they take your outside world out? Tim has access to a cell phone. He can call me anytime. We can call him anytime. That does not make sense to me. I don't know a lot about rehab centers. I'll be the first to tell you that. But I just think, why are they what that when my brother, we had to take a collect call from his ass to talk to him, and we only got to do it once a week. My foster brother Jamie. So it's so Diamond's once Diamond found out he lied to her and lied to me, she was fit to be tied. She ripped him. Shaz ripped him yesterday on her birthday. She told me it was very enjoyable. Because Diamond's Mom, because Diamond went, Mom, you really never had that attitude. You've always been there. You try to be there. I'm I'm done with this lying. She goes, what did he lie about? I said, I asked the counselor what he was in for. She went and put him on, and he had to tell me. And I said, what about his drug use? And she goes, I said, and she goes, Tim come out negative for all drugs. And then I proceeded to say, Tim, you told me you were doing cocaine when you called me the other day. I said, so you flat out lied to me already. I know Tim's an alcoholic. I know he is. And he's a bullshitter besides. He's the type of person that would probably sell you a car without an engine and take your panties off at the same time attitude kid. That's Tim. And I told the counselor, this is exactly what. And you could tell the counselor wasn't pleased. Please. And I'm I am not his biological parent. Tell him to call his mother. And I may be cruel, but I've thought long and hard about this. There's a point where his own parents have to step. Maybe that's, this is my philosophy. Maybe if his own parents step up a little bit, maybe that's the answer Tim needs. Maybe that's it. And I said to the counselor, why aren't you contacting his parents? And this is what threw me. Why are you? I'm being contacted, and I'm not even legally any paperwork, nothing. I just made sure this kid got through school. And he's been in and out of their lives. I said, why aren't you? Have you contacted his parents? His dad, his mom? No. Why not? Maybe the key to Tim is his mom and dad. I said, fine. I said, I felt sorry for him because his mom is a useless piece of work. I'll give her, his dad, he found out that a guy that he thought was his dad wasn't his dad. I said, when he was an adult, when we got his birth certificate, I said, but right there, I said, I think that'd be the person you should be reached out to and find out why. See if there's any history of alcoholism in his family. I said that, and see, I'm one of Scott's best friend's wife is a drug and alcohol counselor. So I called Christy. Christy says, one of the first things you do is the history. There's a history of alcoholism. Well, she's the one that told me I had to be tough love. So I took Christy's advice. I talked to Christy many, many, many times. Okay. Many times about Tim. And Christy's it's hard because I am a mother and I look at him as my child. But she goes, when they get to be an adult, there's only so much you can do. They have to do it. And if they're not doing it for themselves, they're never going to do it. And this is Tim pleasing A girl. His baby mama. That's all it is. I know it is. But, yep, he outright lied to me yesterday. Or, when was that? I don't remember what day he called now. I was online. Because I thought he was in jail. In your position, I'd be putting some rules. If it's your residence, your house, I'd be like, this is the way it's going to be. See, when Tim lived here with me a couple summers ago, he started taking advantage. We gave him a curfew. And he never had a key. He had a key, he lost the key. I took the key away from him, and I'm like, doors are locked at this time. If you're not here, oh well. It's my house. My rules. And I know you want to be helped because he's family. I told my daughter the other day, a couple of weeks ago, she has a friend that their paths are going in. They've been friends since they were 11 years old, but their paths are going in different directions. And I said, when you do something, I said, how do I put that? I go, Savannah goes out 7 almost. Hello, Amy. Goes out at least probably 5 days a week drinking, and she wants to bring that, and she can't. And she always wants Diamond to go with her, and Diamond, for a while there, she was, and it was causing issues. And Sam said something, and then a couple of weeks ago, 4th of July, her and Savannah got into it. But the Thursday before, she was telling me how worried she is about Savannah. And I'm like, well, Diamond, you going out with her is not helping her. She's like, what do you mean? I go there because I'm scared if I'm not there, something will happen to her. I get that. But you're contributing to it. You're contributing with her. I said, you're not just going out with her to babysit. You're drinking as well. I said, so you need to reevaluate yourself. Put more pride in yourself. I said, it's going to cost you your marriage, your education. Is that worth trying to rescue somebody that thinks there's nothing wrong? You can't. I said, and you going out with her is just you're contributing to it. You got to stop. Well, they got into it. And so, now they're not talking, and Diamond says, I miss her, but I don't miss her. Like I told Diamond, I'm sorry. I cannot. It's kind of the same philosophy I have with the vaccine. I ain't getting vaccinated for a year. Come and talk to me a year, March. Yep. This I got off of Etsy. You can get this gal right here. This is who this gal is. You can find her on Etsy. Deborah Muller. Let's see. I'll bring her up. I'll put the link. And you can buy all her images. It's so cool. She's got a lot of them. And it ain't that expensive either. Where's my Etsy? Oh, Jesus, Tina, it's right there. But back to what I was saying. I have I told Diamond, I'm just too old to put up with this stuff. If I had, I said, her channel is, hang on, Chubby Mermaid. It's not the same, but I guarantee you could find it. But this is her right here. Oh, I don't talk to my sibling either. I gave up on my family. My family's my kids, my grandkids. After my mom passed away, the only people I was tight to on my dad's family was my grandparents. There we go. It's called Chubby Mermaid on Etsy. But So you could buy, and you get, her stuff's not that expensive either. Let's see. I think I paid $6.99 for ouch, I got a cramp in my foot. Let's see. Hang on, go back here. Let's see. For Dragon Life that I bought, I paid $6.99, and you get, hang on. How many did I get in this one? Dragon Life coloring book, instant download, fantasy coloring book for all ages, digital download, digital drain, instant download, 44 pages for $7. That one was. And she does specials once in a while. Tina, there are 2 more parts of C9. The 2-part is going around right now. I know. I have thought about it. It's not me just on the wing of it. I still wear my mask. There's just too many questionables out there. People are still getting sick even with the shot. And I talked to my doctor, and my doctor says if I take the precautions of still wearing a mask when I go out, he understands my feelings. He gets it. And he doesn't want to give me my shot right now because I have to get in there and get a physical anyways. He wants me to take my physical. And he wants to also have me get my physical because I haven't had my physical. I was supposed to have all my stuff done a year ago, March, but they closed everything down. I figured I got to make an appointment. I just haven't did it. But he wants me to take my physical, and then he wants to talk to my heart doctor before I even think about getting the shot. Yeah, I'm in communication with my doctor. It's the side effects more than the shot that I'm worried about. I have no problem if all of a sudden my heart doctor and my regular doctor, and they talk and we talk together and they're like, yep, you're good to go. Then we're good to go. That's what I want to know, and I need to get all my blood tests in. I did my 1 blood lab, but I have to go through my labs, which, matter of fact, they were supposed to call me. See, that's how far back. He told me. I'm not a priority right now, as my doctor told me. He's like, he's got so many high priority cases right now that I kind of fall right there. But I have to get in and do my labs because I do my labs first before I go have my physical so we can discuss my blood work. But, like I told my doctor, after I get all that done, I will think about the shot and determine it. And I look at it as a right issue. I don't even get the flu shot because I don't. So I'm a naturalist. Give me something, like I told my doctor, give me something where I can take naturally, where it's not man-made, and that's the problem. I mean, I'm one of these that have prescriptions and I don't take my prescription medication because I find a solution elsewhere. I purposely grew a weed just because I found out from a Native American. And you ask a Native American, especially a medicine man, Native American, you will find any solution to anything. Well, I have this weed growing on the side of my house. Once it blossoms, which I did it, you crush it up. Like, it kind of reminds me of oregano. You know how the oregano looks? You crush that up, you dry it out, you put it in a season thing, which I got marked. I save all my season jars. I can't even remember the name of it right now. And then you boil it, you make a tea, and it helps with allergies. Because I was at Diamonds, and it was a friend of Sam's neighbor, and they were all sitting there, and I was sneezing up a storm that I felt sorry for me that I ran all the way home to get this. And he gave me the recipe, And I looked at it and I said to him, I got that growing on the side of my house. I don't know what it is. I swear to God, I said. So he said, we switched numbers. He says, send me a picture. I'll let you know. And here yep. So there's always, and there's not enough. Okay, this is my thing with the shot. I want more data. More data. If they're going to slam a shot down your throat like they are right now, why is it now? The newest thing, I just watched it this morning. Even with the shot, they want you to wear a mask. Yeah. So, I was sick when I first when the C-19 came out. Matter of fact, I went to the doctor and I got a phone call telling me to stay home. And I'm like, why? And he says, you'll see. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Boom, all over the news the next day. Because he couldn't tell me. Yeah. Mm. Well, that's just the thing. I have a blood disorder. It's under control now. And that's a couple problems. Okay. I have a blood disorder. It's very under control now. I'm off all medications for it. I'm so happy because you have to understand I've had this blood disorder since I was a child. And it was shots and medication my entire life. I went into menopause and my blood started changing, which is weird. And my whole thing is, what are the side effects? They have not tested. They have not informed me, in my opinion. And I asked these doctors. I don't want to go. I had a friend of mine that ended up with blood clots. Ended up in the hospital. She almost died taking the shot. No. Well, yeah, and then if you treat it, well, you know what it is. I read an article from a doctor, and I shouldn't say read an article. The video's gone. I watched the video. You know what? You know why people are dying of COVID? Because they're not treating it like they should be treating it. This guy was a doctor. His dad was 77 years old when his dad got COVID. He did not take his dad to the doctor. He did not ventilate his dad. They want to ventilate everybody. The whole thing is you don't want to lay flat. You want to get it up. It's like, he told his philosophy is don't get ventilated. Once you get ventilated, you're dead. You're goner. He says the ventilator is what's killing. And misdiagnosis. We have a lawsuit here. A lady in Sheboygan. They would not, when COVID happened and they shut down everything, her husband kept on saying he was sick and they wouldn't see him. He ended up being rushed to emergency room. They treated him for COVID, put him on a ventilator. He died. Well, they did the autopsy, and of course they put COVID down as the death. She had a private autopsy. It came back that his heart failed, that his heart condition. He had a heart condition, which, gets it. Came back, he never had COVID. She's suing the hospital. She's suing. I don't blame her. He never had COVID. So right now, you go in, it's automatic. And then they want to, and instead of ventilating people like they claim that's the solution, the one doctor he kept his dad home. He did every steps. They not put it. His dad is alive, 77 years old. He's one of the statistics at that age. Most people at that age don't survive it. But he wasn't ventilated. I'm not saying it's the answer, but they're too quick to think that's the answer. Sometimes you have to let nature take its course, even if it's a man-made disease. This is a control. My numbers, I would just watch the news report. My numbers aren't high where I live anymore. The, but I still take a precaution of wearing a mask. We're in the United States. Why don't we have better control of this? Why is it every week it changes? Yep. Yep. But they're listing them as COVID because they're getting money. It's a money scheme, in my opinion. I know I'm a conspiracy person. You don't know. I don't. This is my nothing. What do you believe? You have Dr. Fauci, whatever the hell his name is, tell you one thing a month ago, and now it's a month later, and it's changing. We are the United States of America. We are supposed to. Hello. Why isn't this under control? They keep pressing this shot down our throat. Shots. But there's a guy my husband works with. He's got the shot. Guess who got COVID the second time? And he had the shot. So the shot's not the solution. He told my husband, don't get the shot because I think it brought it on. Within 2 weeks after him getting the shot, he was sicker than a dog, ended up going back in, had COVID again. So it's not the answer. It's a prevention. And he said it was worse this time around than the first time around. He said it was just a dirty flu is what he called it. That's how he called it. But so give me the right answer. I mean, now the newest thing is, if you got the shot, you still should wear the mask. Why? They can't even answer that. Why do they want you to continue wearing a mask? You're supposed to be fine if you got the shot. All right? Shot was the answer. Now they're telling people to put masks up again. Yep. Yeah. Like my Uncle Randy, he said he's had enough shots since his life. He was an Air Force officer. Every time he went overseas, he had to get shots, We all know how the military is. He's like, I ain't getting any more shots. There are too many. We were talking about this Sunday. He says there are too many unanswers with that shot. They keep changing the dynamic of it. What is the end? Hi, Steph. I couldn't go see my girlfriend Dana at the hospital because I am not vaccinated. What a lawsuit that is. Wait till that starts happening. Somebody will get smart and start suing people. So the shot's the answer and masking up. And I said to what I called because I was going to go sit with her one night because Jess had to go to work. They're like, is she vaccinated? And I'm like, no, I'm not vaccinated. You can't come up. I'm like, why can't I come up if I'm masked? So Dana, sorry. Nobody. Ouch. I broke my toe last night. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I mean, I wouldn't tell anybody how to handle their own health. I mean, I've watched a lot of when they can have the same story for months. That's why I said I'll take the shot in a year. Okay. But right now, what I'm seeing is not getting me toward that shot. Because every week it keeps changing. The philosophy keeps changing. And I'm if everybody, I'm okay. If that's your right. This is my right. I'm on a big rights thing. I won't argue, and I can't handle something that. Okay, how do I put this? Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I'm moving my toe. That your rights trump my rights. Does that make sense? Because I'm one of these. I'm an open-minded person. I will look at into things. My father-in-law, who's 77 years old, will not take the shot either. He was advised to, and he's like, nope, nope. It's too fast, too quick. No long-term study. That's how he put it. But I forgot what I was saying. And they can't force you because that's the first thing I asked. I called my friend of mine, lawyer. I said, what if I end up in like an emergency room or something like that? Do I have to get the shot? And your husband came home and bugged you, and he's like, no, they can't. They're trying, but it'll never work because it's against human rights to force somebody. He goes, they'd be open a can of ass lawsuits everywhere. Schools can't even mandate it. They're trying, but they can't. See, here's just like this one. Here's a philosophy for you. And this is why my son-in-law will not let Diamond vaccinate her kids. Diamond said she's going to get the shot, but now she's kind of leaning on waiting because she saw my point, especially when it keeps changing and people are getting sick from the shot. Her children are mixed race. Yep. So is my grandkids. And I said, have they studied? I said, this is just me. I'm a thinker. And I said, Diamond. She's like, what? Have they studied long enough how this shot would affect mixed race children or mixed race in general? She goes, what do I mean? Native white mixed race, black white mixed race. I said, is there I said a study on how this shot will affect mixed race DNA? And she went, because usually Sam lets Diamond make the health decisions, And this time Sam put his foot down. He's like, they're not getting vaccinated. He goes, Sam goes, nope, they're not. And Sam's like, got me. There's the studies that they're doing are not adding up. Yep. Well, it's like Scott's cousin. She died recently. Bless her. And if they would have treated, they discovered an underlying health issue. If they would have started treating her for the right issue, she may be alive. She may be alive, but they chose to treat her because she went in with COVID. They told her to go home. She kept on saying her chest hurts. So they assumed right away it was COVID. Here she had an underlying heart issue. They didn't even. And right there says these doctors got to start not thinking everything's COVID. If they would have probably treated her or ran tests like they would usually, they may have discovered that she had an underlying health issues. She may be alive. Her husband said they never, until the last minute, that she had an underlying health issue, heart issue, and it was too late because they never ran the proper test on her. I feel for him because she was only 50 years old. First, you hear them, you need to wear a mask, then you don't need to wear it. Then you hear the masks are not good for you because you're sucking in your own. I can't talk. And now they're telling you have to mask up again. What is it? First, they tell you if you get the shot, you don't need the mask. Now you get the shot, now you need the mask again. That's my point. They don't have the answer. Thing is if the weather is warm, it's supposed to go away. Hello, that was another one I heard. Warm weather will cure this. Well, it's middle of summer here. They don't know. Like I said to Diamond, we won't know the answers to this. And this how I think, okay? I said right from the beginning when this happened that it was lab made. A lot of people thought, no way. I've had conversations and they're like, no way. Well, guess what? It's lab made. Okay? I think it was a control mechanism and it got out of hand and we paid the price. We are paying the price for it. Okay? Well, now that it's out of hand, they don't know how to get it back. So they don't know the answers themselves. Yep. Well, that's like me and my blood disorder. That's a couple of weeks ago. I wore a mask. I made little hairs, and people were looking at me. I was say something. Yep. It's variety right now. But I said you're gonna see that this is man-made. And I forgot this. The funny part is one of the people said, and I ain't gonna say who it is, said, they wouldn't do that. Countries don't do that. I'm like, what? They've done it from centuries. That's the Native Americans, they'll tell you. That I said it's gonna come out that this was produced by man. And lo and behold, guess what? Man-made. And they don't have the answer. They're still scrimmaging. And the thing is, China probably does, but they ain't gonna tell us. Yeah. The Karen movements, I tell you. What I want to know is how it made it to the U.S. Have they ever answered that yet? I had this whole conversation with Scott, and Scott goes, I don't know how to get here so fast. How to get, I said, we are not the first time that was invented to take care of people. Smallpox. Hello. They did that purposely. Kill off Indians. Asian blue. They knew Asian blue. Asian orange. They knew that Asian orange. Our government knew once they put that in the hand of our soldiers to assist in a war that it was toxic for our own men. They didn't care. We are disposable. But I told Dominique, we aren't going to hear about that. This is going to come out in years later. Some document will be found years later. Years. I'll be dead. You probably be in your 80s before the true answer of this comes out. I said it's going to fall under like who's actually shot JFK. It's one of those. Because Jesus, Mom, you're a conspiracist. I said, no, I'm a realitist. She goes, you're funny. I said, you'll find out. I will be dead. I said, I'll put it in one of my journals. I said, I probably have great grandchildren by the time they write it, the actual answer of this comes out. The truth. If it's actually the truth. What was I doing? Oh, yellow. I said, because that's how things work. We aren't getting the truth. We'll never know the truth until the people that actually are head honchos are dead. Then we'll get the truth. If it's even that truth. So much gets redacted. I don't remember what this cat looks like, but I made him this color. Alrighty. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think so far? Alrighty, Angie, go lay down. I'd be telling that 12-year-old nephew, duct tape his mouth shut so he be quiet so you can sleep. Yes, it is. It's a chubby mermaid. Yes, Stephanie. I feel like coloring. I needed to do something. So I thought, color, come on and chat. Got in a vaccine. Got in a weird conversation this morning. All right. That was me and Scott. Me and Scott were really sick. We had like some virus in November. You're talking that, and then all of a sudden, kind of lasted like a week. Then we're feeling okay. It's not 100%, but okay. Ended up in December, celebrated Christmas. I told Scott I was running fevers all the time and really bad headaches for like 3 freaking months. 3 months. Just constant migraines. Just headaches. And Scott and I got sick again end of February, beginning of March. Exchange student from China. Yep. And I went to the doctor. Scott was over his. I, on the other hand, my lungs felt heavy. I described it to my doctor. I felt like there was an elephant on my chest. So he did a chest x-ray. He said, I thought I was on the verge of walking pneumonia. He said I had a sinus infection. Gave me antibiotics for that. Called me back up. Told me to drink lots of fluids. Told me not to leave the house for 14 to 20 days. And I'm like, why? Can I go leave the house? That's what threw me. Well, then C-19 came out. So I think me and Scott had a form of it, and we didn't know it, where we got it. But the thing is my husband works in a paper mill. We get a lot of products, recycled products from all over the country, not just from the United States. So who knows? I think a lot of people had a form of it. I think there's different forms. That's why this is my philosophy on the shot also. This is why the vaccine's not working, because I think it is one of those that can't be controlled by a vaccine or a buffer for it, because I think It's the individual, how the body type handles it. Yep, that was Scott and I. Yeah, I think like Crossed by Teresa had it too. Crossed by Teresa, her and her whole family were sicker than a dog for over 2 weeks, feverish, headaches, in bed. Yep, and I can't remember exactly when Teresa had that, but it was before all hell broke loose with C-19. I think there's different forms of this. They can't get a control on it because each individual are having different symptoms of it. Not just one, not just a category. There's different forms of it, and they ain't recognizing that. Oh. I have taken precautions. I still use. Well, I really got me. Very. Yep. Um. All hell goes loose and we need hand sanitizer. People can't find hand sanitizer. I walked in a grocery store a week ago and they're giving it away. So I filled up my bag full. I took it. Guy standing there, he's like, take all you want. So he handed me 2 bags. I got hand sanitizer. Diamond opens the cupboard and she's like, Jesus, Mom, what the hell? Did you walk in someplace and hand sanitizer were $1? I said, no, they gave it away. She goes, what? I'm like, yeah, I put the road up at the grocery store. They gave it away. 6 months, I said, not even. I said to her, 6 months' time, nobody's going to be able to get hand sanitizer again when they need it. But I, on the other hand, will have it. She goes, Jesus, you got enough for me as well. I'm like, hey, guy handed me 2 bags to fill up. So I filled up the 2 bags. Mm-hmm. Both came down with it. It was different symptoms. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So you have one shot that's supposed to prevent this, but it's not. Because I don't think they're addressing that individually. And that's where my thing with mixed race, my grandchildren are mixed race. How do you know that this shot has no effect on mixed race children? Mixed race. Yep. And so my son-in-law said to my daughter, he does not want to get the kids vaccinated until there is a research study done on the effect of the shot with mixed race children or mixed race people, because they're not addressing, in my opinion, they're not addressing it in the right format. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Everybody's, you talk to some people and they're like, oh, we had this, we had this, we had this. Yeah, exactly. Steph's saying it right there. She's understanding what I'm saying. Yep. I don't get the flu shot. Okay. Every time I get the flu shot, I get sicker than a dog. And that's another reason. Every time. My doctor finally doesn't even ask me anymore because the last time he gave me a flu shot, I ended up right back in his clinic 3 days later. Yeah, I heard that too. And that's what Sam thinks is he's a Native American. His children are Native, partially Native, and that's his concern is that there is not enough research done. And you can't blame him. He's a parent. He's looking out, and he usually, like I said, he lets Diamond makes the healthy decisions. But this time around, Sam kind of stepped up. He's like, no, Diamond. And this is what Sam said: if the school says they have to get vaccinated, then the kids aren't going to public school. He says, Sam's like, if I have to quit my job and become a teacher at home, he's going to do it. He's determined, and I can't blame him. There's not enough done. Like if my theory is we're United States of America, why aren't these studies being done? Because they're pushing this all cure all or a preventive vaccine, but there's no enough study on mixed race. Sam looked it up because I asked Sam, have you looked it up? Because I did. There's nothing. There is nothing that states anything about mixed race. And my thing is, there's not enough studied. I don't know. I think they just pushed the shot too fast, too quick. That now you're seeing that wait a minute, it's not doing what it's supposed to be preventing. But they're pushing stuff. Our governor here is pushing right now for your kids to be vaccinated before school year starts. There's an article on it. Yep. Our governor, all you see is you drive around Green Bay, in every place it's now hiring. Scott's Place is hiring. They're all hiring. Just extended the extra $300 a week unemployment again. I'm thinking, Scott says they've been going through left and right temps. They come in, they do they go to work, they screw off, and then they can go back to drawing unemployment. Guy told Scott, I am doing Scott had a temp worker 2 weeks ago. I'm only here because I have to be here. Scott goes, why do you have to be here? He goes, because I have to do so much to try to get a job or from unemployment. But if I fuck off, sorry my language, I can go back to unemployment. So he basically screwed off. So they didn't ask him back the next day. Oh yeah, they know how to work it. Who wants to work when you can sit on your ass and get $900, if not more, a week, you know? And Scott goes, where's the incentive? Because I just saw a sign, incentive to hire on. Scott goes, where's my incentive for staying at work? Scott's worked through the whole thing. He didn't get no incentive. Yeah, Scott says they can't keep anybody at Scott's work right now. And now he doesn't have paper products, so Scott may be drawing unemployment, not because he doesn't want to work. Nope. Our governor just extended it once again, and it was brought in front of this court because he was taken to court, and it was ruled in our governor's favor. So there's jobs out there. Nobody wants to work. Nope. It's per state. It's not federal. So it's up to the state if they want to extend that. Because I thought that too. I feel sorry for landlords. Because I thought that ended it too. And I found out in this article I read. Was it yesterday I read it? Yep. That landlords still can't go after tenants that are not paying their rent. How are these? Like, I know my landlord, he has a mortgage on this. I'm thinking, if he's not getting paid by tenants, how is he making his mortgage? You know, because I guarantee what I pay him goes toward his mortgage. especially kids nowadays. My son is one of those bums. Yep. I said to Diamond, do you remember that movie? I can't remember the movie, but they all were in chairs. They all lived in a spaceship. I can't remember the name of that movie. It's a cartoon. I said that's what they want us to be. They want us to be compliant. I cannot remember that movie. I'll have to ask Diamond. But they come out of the spaceship and they see the sun. Oh, I think it's got a little robot in it. I don't remember. But it's a cute little movie. But everybody's chunky because they didn't exercise. Oh, that's what. I cannot remember that movie. But I'm going to do this whole brim in that color. All right. You know what? Yeah, you know what movie I'm talking about. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either. But that's what I said. It seems like that's what they want this one to be. Come down to is this. Shoot, drop. Is lazy. I grabbed the wrong one. Not the gray I'm looking for though. Oh, okay. Oh, I just hit my toe. Oh, that smarted. Man. And my little toe is black, guys. It is halfway up my little toe is black and blue. And it is swollen up so bad. Let's take a picture. I'll show you my toe. I don't know how well it'll be. But it hurts. There we go. Can't really tell on the picture, actually. Let's see. Oh, man. Look at my little toe. Can you see it? It's hard to tell. How puffy it is. Oh, yeah, you can't tell. But it's all black and blue and red and puffy. Ouch. Oh, hurts. Hurts. Like a bugger. Ooh. Man. Smarted, I tell you. Yeah, that's what Scott told me. I will. I thought of that last night. Then I'm like, I had Diamond look at it. She goes, "It's not broken," and she touches it. I almost came through the roof last night. I could have killed her. I'm like, girl. I'm like, I'm definitely not pointing you as my health care giver when I'm old. And then, I didn't let, because Riley, I think it was Coda or Riley. I don't know who put the chair. And I had to I really wanted to scream because I felt it. Okay. But I didn't want to scare the kids. So, and make them feel bad that they put the chair where I could hit it walking down the hallway. Because we have a banquet table, because our kitchen is so small. I have a banquet table and the chairs lined up. And then I have one of those little step stool boosters chairs. And that's what Riley sits on. And they put it against the wall the wrong way and it stuck out and wham, and of course it jumped out at me. As I told the kids, I said it jumped out at Nana. Of course they're like, "Nana, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." I did ice pack it though. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. I had some biting through my teeth that I don't have. That I didn't have then, I should say. I didn't have my false teeth in. Yeah, I have false teeth. But oh man, that smarted toe. God, that smarts. And I have bad toes as it is. I've had surgeries on my toes. Scott goes, "Damn." I'm like, "Yeah." Scott goes. Matter of fact, Scott forgot that. He said that to me this morning. He's like, "You know what I thought of? What?" Because Scott goes, "Well, I do that all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, but you've never had your feet operated on." He goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." Yeah, I said I jarred. He goes, "Is that the one that has a pin in?" I'm like, "No, thank God, because we'd have been in an emergency room. I have a pin in 2 of my toes." So I said, we'd have been in an emergency room by now. Nope. So if that would have been that, then 2 toes that pins. Yeah. Would have been. I'm liking how she's looking with the gray. Thinking outside the box. Outside the box. Sometimes that's fun. Just got this key. Then I'm going to make that a different color. Well,
Ron got me up. I logged on, seen you were live, and I was like, nope, I can't say hi till after my shower. You have to go to get drained today? Ah. My plans for today is, let's see, what do I got to do? Dinner at 7 o'clock reservations. We're celebrating my anniversary and Diamond Sam's birthday. They're taking Scott and I out for dinner to a new seafood place. I don't even know if Scott has to go to work on Friday or not. They're supposed to let him know because they're out of paper. By the way, buy toilet paper because they're running out of paper. This is the third time in a month now that they don't have product to make toilet paper. These luxury items that we all love, are going to be high demand. And price is going to go up. So I would advise anybody to start stocking. Do it, stock it. This is the second time in a month, so 2 months that Scott, they have no work because they don't have product to make it.
I said, Scott, is it just your plant? And he says, no, it's all over. Waiting on my hairdryer, so it's raining. I got islands in the stream stuck in my head. I have no idea why. Maybe because I heard it the other day. Watched a biography on the Bee Gees. And That's why. Barry wrote that. So that's what's in my head now. Oh. I didn't hear my computer or phone ding. Why did you message me? Oh. No. Half of. No. Yep. No, I did. I don't have Facebook up on my laptop at the moment. Did you hear it just ding? I looked over. Oh, Facebook ain't up. And I have it muted on my phone because most of the time it was my phone you'd hear. Well, I had Diamond mute that on my phone because it was driving me crazy. I'd have it ding on my laptop, my tablet, and my phone. So the other day when Diamond was here, I'm like, mute the phone for me. So she muted it on my phone. Because the only time I actually even use my phone is if I leave the house. This is where Diamond is, and I don't get many phone calls. And if it is, it's potential spam. To renew your warranty on your car, which I don't own a car. So, I had Diamond muted. I could live without a phone. But I do take it when I leave the house, But I'm always usually with Scott anyways. Because we thought about getting only one cell phone, but then Scott's like, yeah, you better just keep yours just in case I'm not home and you are. And I'm like, okay. So we kept my phone. There is that occasion, we're not together. And then something would happen and I'd be sitting without a phone. So we decided to keep my phone. That's why I have my phones. What did it? I Diamond looked it up. My Apple's phone. All right, KK. My Apple phone's almost 5 years old, or is 5 years old, and I got a lot of battery life, and they don't usually last this long. But I don't use my phone like probably a normal person does. I guess you would say. My phone is it's not my life. It's not attached to my hand. I really like how the bowl looks. Alrighty. when I didn't have my driver's license, my phone was my lifeline. If it was messed up, I would have a fit. I felt offended if it wasn't working. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's just. I was telling Diamond the other day, I was 10 years old before we even had a phone in our house. That's why we always had to go to the neighbors. When I had my accident, my mom couldn't call anybody. She hopped in the car and just took off. Got to the hospital and then called my dad. Oh. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. There we go. That's the better one. Okay, after that one, let's see. What do you think so far? I don't get the stars on her elbows, but they're there. I might have to invest in some more markers. A lot of these are getting to the end. Like I said, I usually have to replace my markers every 3 months. But I do use them a lot, so. You hear that squeaking? Yep, that's when it's a telltale sign that it's running low. Art marker by Parkour. Should sponsor me. Shout out. Yeah, it's gonna be dead in the water. Tell it. All right, coffee mug. I don't think we have great clips here. So we have what is it? Oh no, I've lost my thought. Cross cutters, something like that. I go to a little bit privately owned to get my hair cut. Dun, 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 dun. Almost done. How long did this take me? How long have I been on here? Not 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, go get ready. I'm almost done anyways. Have a good day, Steph. There we go. All done. I like how she looks. I think she turned out good. I know I got nobody watching me anymore, but that's okay. I like how she looks. I think I should have used a different color for the butterfly, though. Kind of blends in. I may tidy that up a little bit. There we go. Looks pretty good there. And you can kind of see it. But I want to thank each and every one that came in, watched me color, chatted, all that good stuff. So, as always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now.